sense that they're starting to live and die by the jump shot a little bit in that third quarter, Steve, and they might just have to have that balance between inside out. Jacob Holmes doing a great job, but
Allen.
Good block. Good defense, Anatoly Bose. Respecting the three. Put a hand on that.
Kazoo.
Triple team.
Gets it back. Puts it on the floor. Bose. The long arms of Peter Crawford gets there. Jacob Holmes in transition. Just rattles another one home. Jacob Holmes taking his tally to 20 to go along with his 9 rebounds. Another, not just solid performance, outstanding performance, and a lot of basketball left. Martin drills the three and makes it a 2-point game. Sydney get to 72. Gill tries to find Allen. He loses the handle. Loose ball to Gill. Finds Allen with the shot clock down to 1. He can't get it to go. And Allen just can't quite get it going.
Almost there. Not quite in the right position. He's almost a player, a legitimate NBL player. He's still relatively young. He's got a long way to go, but he's just not quite getting to those balls, catching it and missing that shot. Luke Martin makes him pay. Until tied up here at the Kingdom.
Real good patience. Rush that thing, especially with those long arms of Crawford bearing down on you. Cedar. He's a priority outside the three-point line. He loses the handle, a foot race. Martin will get it. And he does. He outruns Ben Allen and gives the Sydney Kings a 2-point lead. The crowd something to cheer about.
Offensive foul, this time called on Ben Allen, trying to establish the low post position, and they call a foul, offensive foul, for hooking and elbowing Julian Kazoo. And Julian Kazoo gets a quick rest.
Elvin Mims comes back into the game for Townsville, as the Kings enjoy a rare lead here in the second half. Bose.
It's a rare lead, but momentum their way at the moment.
Martin to Ratch, lines his 3-ball up. Good. Might have been 2. 79-74. Sydney Kings have scored the last 10 points. Gill trying to get something going for Townsville. He traveled.
Expensive. And Steve, down the stretch in this little run, this 10-0 run by the Sydney Kings, gets back to what I was saying before. Everything on the offensive end by the Townsville Crocs, you never feel like there's a chance for them to pick up a cheapie anywhere. It's all tough perimeter shots as the defense by the Kings picks up a few notches.
Long rebound to Jacob Holmes.
Mims will make a difference. You throw it to him. He's one of those guys you can just throw it in down low when things break down, and you can make something happen on that low block with that athleticism.
Shot clock down to 6. Pulls up for a long 3. Eddie Gill gets his team right back in it with a big bucket. He has come up with the answers every time here in the second half.
At his worst game of his career in the Ironhead NBL last weekend against the Melbourne Tigers, he's bounced back with a vengeance tonight.
Bose pulling up from the baseline. He is just a flat-out scorer, making something out of nothing.
He's only going to get better, Steve. Similar to Dre Grant. Played at Nicholls State, which is a good first division school, but not one of the powerhouses. He's still got a lot to learn about this game, and showing great signs and good, smart, veteran play by Eddie Gill. Gets his defender off the feet and causes the contact. He's going to go to the line. Have a look at this. Dre Grant He's just knocked down one, so you got to respect the shot. Get him off the feet and jump into him. Eddie Gill with 17 points, 6 assists. And unlike last weekend against the Melbourne Tigers, where he burped it up 8 times, he's only got 2 turnovers tonight. Six assists, 2 turnovers. That is the sort of ratio you expect from a player of the caliber.
In all the games, in all the games that we've covered, that's the only game I've seen where he wasn't mentally ready to play. And even when he doesn't shoot the ball well, he's always valuable out there. But he was just bad last game.
Shocking. Missing targets by a long way. When you pass it and they've got a clean source off the basketball because it's gone into someone's eye in the 4th row, you know you've missed your target by a long way.
It's only funny because it was true. Well, he makes no mistake drilling all 3 of these and making it a 1-point game. He has single-handedly kept Townsville in it here in the 4th. Bruce. Kazoo, that was a tough one to catch. Ratch maneuvers his way, but he gets a little hand from Julian Kazoo on the tip-in. Sidney now with the 1-point lead. Kind of a seesawing affair. Crawford, a clean look, and he makes no mistake at the 3-point line.
He's automatic, and he's in that sort of groove. When he's open from the 3-point line, you're more shocked when it misses, not when it goes in.
Bose for the answering 3 on the other end. We said that the game was close to getting into a nice flow. Gill for 3 at the other end. Yes. Woo! Man, this is a beautiful game to watch. Man, oh man, we're all tied up at 86. Ratch gets to the rim. Yes. Kisses it off the window, giving Sidney a 2-point lead. He goes to the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play.
And here's the drive. Jacob Holmes just not getting his feet across quick enough. Again, not a lot in it, but clearly a foul there. Timeout on the floor. Have a look at the 3-point shooting. It's been a long time in this season since we've seen numbers like that from the 3-point line.
Teams blazing away, putting on a shooting clinic. Kings up by 2, 88-86 at the Kingdom.
Flavour is hitting McDonald's in a big way, like the cream and choc drizzle that tops our decadent new Chocwell Frappe. Come in and try one now.
It's entertainment here at the Sydney Entertainment Center. That's why they call it that. Home of the Sydney Kings since 1990, when they moved from the State Sports Center out at Homebush, came here. After 2 seasons there, the 88-89 season, sellout crowds at Homebush. They needed a bigger venue, and 1990, numerous sellout crowds, 10,000 people back in the heyday.
It is, and it's got that vibe about it, Steve. Basketball is well and truly alive here in Sydney. And when you're playing entertaining basketball like that we've seen here tonight, you can see why the fans would want to come out and support it. If you're a real critic of the game, it's easy to identify some of the defensive weaknesses by both these teams, but it's a pretty game to watch and a relatively easy game to officiate because you haven't got that holding, scrappy, nose-to-nose defensive pressure.
Okay, there's only one.
Which is indicated in the few number of fouls that have been called. The Sydney Kings have only committed 8 fouls as a team. Crawford outside the 3-point line.
Oh,
and this is starting to look like the type of shooting performance he put on in Melbourne last week. Crawford starting to creep up in numbers. Bose doesn't get the call.
Looked like a foul.
Crawford again. Finally misses one. Mims keeps it alive, but Ratch eventually grabs it. Yeah, when you play for those and don't get it, it looks terrible. Ratch with a stutter step. Ratch with his hands in the passing lane. We'll get another look at it.
Similar, but not quite as obvious as the one that Eddie Gill had just a little later. And the difference there is the offense went way over. It wasn't just a subtle lean into the off-balance defender. It was a complete move to one way that prevented him from getting the call. And there's an easy, nice little backdoor play by Elvin Mims.
He made that look easy. Hung up in the air and changed the ball to get it off. Ratch from the baseline. That's long. Kazoo. Graham Clark's got one on Luke Schencher. Grabbing Julian Kazoo on the offensive rebound. We'll get another look there, and he's
just a tangle of hands. Kevin Rash checks out of the game. He's had some looks the last couple of times down the floor, but they haven't been great shots in the context of where the game's going. And he's only 4 of 13 from the field as Kevin Rash.
Oh, my goodness. That's an offensive foul.
No.
Yes.
Oh. Oh, no.
Wow.
Straight to the defense. He's fouled. No one else.
Let's have a look. And
it's a good call.
I don't agree, because Peter Crawford's coming forward and he's just landed in. I do not agree, Steve. We'll have another look at it.
We'll get another look.
Peter Crawford is flying, but that is no way that's an offensive foul, Steve. That's a poor call. I can see what Roger was looking at, but in the checks and balances, no sir.
Look at you taking a stand. I'm so proud of you. Oh, you don't see that call made too often.
No. It's just the defense was such. Peter Crawford was virtually conceding. He put his hand up to say he fouled.
Yeah.
We're in a 12. We gotta stop. We stay in it. If they score, we go back to man. All right. When they swing that, right? When we're back in man and they swing that, just switch the high side. But at the moment, we're in 12. All right, let's play through this. Right, play through this. Here we go.
Keep your head and let's keep playing. 6 on 3, 1, 2, 3.
We'll have another look at that. He gets a pump fake, gets Peter Crawford up in the air.
Oh, Steve, I don't even know how you could have even thought that that was an offensive foul.
Well, I went quiet. Isn't that good enough for you? You want me to say I was wrong?
If Peter Crawford goes completely vertically up and down, then maybe you could see what was happening. But he was,
you know what?
And that's a big call at this stage of the game. Two down with 3.5 to go.
Crawford to Schencher. Ball's loose. Grant comes down with it. Big stop for Sydney. A lot of time left in this 2-point ball game.
They are the shots they need Luke Schencher to make. Big fella around the basket. Relatively easy one. Foul call this time on Eddie Gill.
That was a tough pass to reel in. It was
for a big fella too, down at his ankles.
Down at a bounce pass in traffic, down at his ankles.
That's the 4th team foul now by the Townsville Crocs. So any fouls from here on out is going to send the Kings to the line.
Bose loses the handle. Kazoo, extra pass goes to Bose. He tries to draw contact again. He's 0 for 3 on that. And they're going to give up an easy one on the other end.
Crocs called out. Elvin Mims, the pass wasn't great. If that pass had gone to the ring, right, it would have been a real easy one.
Sanchez, a shot blocked by Kazoo. Oh. Aaron Bruce didn't know where his feet were. Tried to tip it back to a teammate.
Little shot fake by Luke Schencher there and goes to the front of the rim. He's got a layup. That's another one that when he gets back in shape and he gets his confidence up, that those last two plays will become bread and butter for Luke Schencher.
Tough shot by Eddie Gill. He has been a monster here in the second half. Townsville scored the last 5 to give him this lead. Kings running out of time. Stolen by Elvin Mims.
Unsportsmanlike too. That's expensive foul. 2 shots and the ball. Compounded the turnover with a silly play. Referee virtually no choice but to call that.
Why is it? He made a play for the ball. Is there a technical foul?
No, it was a timeout. I think that he indicated it was a timeout to the Sydney Kings. 5 points down. Have a look at this. And just see the right hand there? The right hand you don't see on the screen because it's coming from behind. He just goes ahead and grabs him, Steve. He didn't camouflage that well enough.
I thought he got a piece of the ball. I understand what you're saying about the right hand and the push. I think he surprised himself and got more ball than he maybe anticipated. Because looking at it live, I'm like, that's 2 in possession.
Critical time now for the Sydney Kings. They really have squandered an opportunity. A couple of sloppy turnovers, some poor choices on shot selection, and some defensive breakdowns in a crisis.
We've seen some teams just kind of self-destruct at the end of ball games and just limp home. And Townsville scored the last 5. They were tied up at 89.
In fairness, spectacular shooting by Eddie Gill. 8 of 10 from the field and a perfect 5 of 5 from the 3-point line. He's got 8 assists now and 2 steals. This is the Eddie Gill that we saw earlier on in the season, and this is the sort of impact he can have on a game.
And that last 3 injury was a tough one. Over the outstretched arm of Jeray Grant. Shot clock winding down, and he just put a dagger in the heart of Sydney. Still a lot of time, 2 minutes to go. Lots of possessions left. No way can Townsville take their foot off the pedal.
You just heard Roger Shields explain to Aaron Bruce, and he said it was, as we thought, it was that right hand wrapped around his back.
Gets 1 and 2, 6-point lead. And see how Townsville go about protecting their lead. Blanchfield tries to get all the way to the rim, just bowls over Grant. Good hustle play by Elvin Mims. Crawford for 3. Oh, my.
Dagger.
Peter Crawford in rhythm outside the 3-point line. Him and Eddie Gill have only missed 1 3-point shot attempt in the second half. Grant to Bruce. He lines up his 3-ball. Can't get it to go.
Foul, and that's going to be on Mims. That'll be his 4th. And it's going to be two shots. Peter Crawford, just automatic. It's beautiful to watch when you see guys in rhythm like that. Steve, Eddie Mill, Peter Crawford.
And Crawford with 20. He's 6 of 10 outside the three-point line. Eddie Gill has got 26. He's 5 for 5 outside the three-point line. Whew. Like you said, it's a lot more fun to watch people putting the ball in the basket. As Bruce makes it an 8-point game. Still a bit of time left. Townsville got to close it off. Their guards have been spectacular tonight. Blanchfield to Jacob Holmes. They haven't needed him for a while.
Three-pointer would be very handy right here.
Bruce Grant is fouled as he eventually landed.
Just rised above. Bruce wanted to take control of the game there, trying to have something out of Anatoly Bose doing star jumps on the left wing. He's got to give that up. Wide open three. Elvin Mims fouls out of the game after a very, very spectacular first quarter. Ends up with 15 points, 5 rebounds on the night. 7 of 9 from the field. He also had 2 very important steals.
They've had lots of contributors tonight, Townsville. As usual, a game of momentum swings.
And it's that little period when the Sydney Kings got 5 up midway through the fourth, and a couple of poor shots by Kevin Rash, a couple of turnovers where they get the Crocs back in the game. You capitalise on that, you push it out to 9-10 points. It's a whole different equation for the Crocs. It's just those little phases at any point that can really damage their prospects.
Townsville dodge a bullet on a cross-court pass that just got there. Kings need to stop, and they don't need to foul here. Gill, it's good D by Bose, and throws it away to Blanchfield, and that'll be it.
Falling out of bounds, they have to foul, and they've still got a foul to give. That's only the 4th team foul. So it's still side ball. Teray Grant just lost his balance and was falling out of bounds and just threw it in.
Good heads-up play by Blanchfield. Saw that he was off balance and would have to rush a pass. Kings want to foul immediately. And they do.
They put Peter Crawford to the line, who is not the man you want to see at the line. He's 84% on the season. And he goes here with not a lot of pressure on him. When you're 5 points up, 20 seconds remaining, these are a lot easier free throws to shoot than when you're 1 point down with 20 seconds to go.
Whereas Julian Kazoo found himself against Cairns. No time left on the clock and down 2 with 2 free throws.
Nice, good form. Timeout by the Kings. They need a miracle. This timeout, though, I'm sure it's got more to do with advancing the ball, trying to take some time off the clock. Quick pass inbounds and trying to get an early 3.
And look at the spread of scoring for Townsville. Mims with 15. Chris Cedar 7. Luke Schenzer 6. Then, of course, the big guns. Eddie Gill 26 on 8 of 11 shooting. Crawford with 22. 6 of 8 outside the three-point line. And Jacob Holmes with 21 and 11 rebounds. What a spread.
Yeah, it is. You're dead right, Steve.
Send it here. Madge, you're lifting straight forward. All right. Luca, you're on a curl. Tolly, you're straight up. All right. We're looking for a quick 3. All right. If that's not on, we're looking. We've got guys spotted up. Martin, Madge, and Bose. Jules, just set a good screen, then get on the rim.
Just get a dribble hand on.
Yeah, either way. If it comes in and there's no shot, dribble handoff. All right? On the score. Right, on the score, we've got a foul early.
Hey, see if you can play the steal first. There's got pressure on the ball.
Then we're lined up here. All right, we're lined up here. All right. Here we go.
He's on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Like you said, Andrew, Sydney need a miracle down 7 with 20 seconds to go. Well, the good part of that is they have the ball. That's about it.
And they really just got to hope that from here on out the Crocs have a brain freeze or they miss free throws.
They need a three-point play. They need a three-pointer to get fouled on it, to knock it down, and then someone get a tech because they didn't like the call. Imagine.
This is taking too long already.
Kazoo with the 3 comes up short. Townsville, an impressive performance by a number of players. When they get guys contributing like they have tonight, the Crocs are going to beat a lot of people. Townsville score the ton, get to 100 against the Sydney Kings. A couple of days before Christmas, they received their present, knocking on the door of the top 4 teams in the competition, 100-93 over Sydney in a big match. Withstood